Alright, what's up everyone, it's Phantomvista here. We're gonna go through my settings. It's a late video, but we're gonna go through it real quick. Let's go ahead and I want to change the music real quick. I don't want to hear this. Right here. It's my favorite song right now. Alright, let's press start. Let's go to settings. So, scroll down here. You can take a look at my old settings in case you guys still use old look sensitivity. I was rocking a 705 and a 618. And then you can scroll down here, target sensitivity. You guys can read the stuff. We have scope sensitivity, which that's the one thing I do miss. My scope sensitivity was perfect at a 0.409. I was able to do my quick scopes. Sniping I feel is a little bit more difficult nowadays, but if I can get if they open up this option again, it would just make the controllers so much better. Build sensitivity was a 1.638. Wireless edit mode was a 1.596. So if you guys want to copy those old settings, I still was getting a lot of kills with those. We have anonymous mode off. I want people to know it when the Phantom is killing them. Let's see, my HUD, I actually increased this because what was it? It was like a couple of weeks ago. I was thinking sometimes I don't know how many mats I have because it was so small. I think I had it like 0.7, but we increased that. Show spectator count is on. I want to know how many people watching me. I get a kick out of that. I don't know why. I don't care what my frames per second is because I don't want to be that guy like, oh man, I had like 80 ping. I don't care, man. You learn from your mistakes. I don't want to use this as a reason why I lost. I don't even know what the heck this is. What is this? Mark danger when target. What is that? I don't know what that is. It's on. We have sprint off. We have sprint by default on. Sprint cancel reload. Do not want that. We want to tap to interact, search, we have that on. Hold the swap, I don't have that on. Don't have this on. Reset, builder's choice, I have that on. Of course, this is by default is on the other setting. We'll get into that. Turbo building is on. Turbo delete and creative. I really don't build anything really in creative, so you guys can have this on or off. I just have it on. Controller auto run. Whoa. When the heck did that get on? That's supposed to be off. I'm glad I'm going through these things. I don't like that setting. Alright, okay. Well, that's supposed to be off. Of course, you gotta have that on. Open auto doors. Auto open doors is on. Confirm edit on the release is off. I don't like it yet until they put reset edit on release. If they put that option in the game, then I will use this confirm edit. And I just kept it off right now. Auto pick up weapons I have on. A lot of people have this off because they don't want to pick and choose weapons they have on the ground, but I find it useful when you and another person land on the same weapon. Having this on and spamming the pickup button, I always, I mean, it's very rare that I don't get it, but I normally always get the weapon, so I have that on. Auto sort consumables to the right is on. Build a pro build immediately is on. Okay. Vibration I had off. I've had it off since the Call of Duty days. Now this is one of the new things I turned off. I used to have the record replays on, but I did a lot of research on this, and having it off actually speeds up your CPU on your PlayStation, so it's less wear on the data that it's trying to pull, and it just makes everything faster. So let's go into the actual settings I'm using now. Build sensitivity multiplier is 2.0, and then edit mode sensitivity is 2.0 as well. I'm using advanced settings, so look, horizontal speed is just under 50. We got 49. Now the reason I'm using them both the same is I'll get down to Y at the very end, but I'm keeping everything the same. You see my building and my edit is the same. Horizontal and vertical speed is the same. We used to use boost back in chapter 1, but for whatever reason they messed with the building, and I might try it again one day, but right now I have it off. So we had this set up. Turning boost ramp time is 0.18. We have this off. Let's keep going down. ADS horizontal and vertical are both 16, And this is what I'm talking about right here. I gotta find the perfect setting for this because it's not good when I'm sniping. So ADS turning boost, I just have that left at the default. And then look dampening, I actually turned that down a little bit because I'm using linear. Now linear is the raw input on your controller. So exponential is, I mean, you guys have probably watched a ton of these videos on the difference between the two. I like linear. Oh my god, I like it so much better because we go back up to these settings, all of this just feels so smooth. Yeah, I don't feel any delay in my builds. I feel like I'm dancing when I'm building. It's just, I'm dancing on these builds. It just feels so smooth and so natural. Aim assist, of course we had 100%. And then if you guys wanted to go back to the legacy mode, you can do that. But I have this stuff off. Alright, so that's all the controller sensitivities. Let's go over to what a lot of you guys want to know is my keybinds. So I'm using custom keybinds, built around Builder Pro. So I'm gonna have you guys look at this real quick. One thing you want to know is that I use L3 to jump, I use R3 to crouch, I use the touchpad to edit. Circle is unbound. What else would be different on your controllers? Map is the down button. Inventory is up. I believe that's the same, plus marker. I think that's the same on everybody's controllers. But let's go over to build. So a lot of that stuff I took off on like square and circle. I took that out of there. But one of the things I changed, I think the trap on Builder Pro is actually let's see. Builder Pro trap is on the right side on your square it is, but in my customs it's actually on the left. I like it better this way. It places faster for me. So I would press right to actually place my trap. I changed the trap with left. Now one thing I don't have on here is to rebuild the wall or structure. I've never done that. I've probably done it in season 1 in chapter 1, but I never rebuild the structure. I would break it and just redo it. So it's pointless to me. And plus, if you break your own build, you get back some material anyway, and it costs what, like 8 material to rebuild something. So just break it down, build a new one. It doesn't make sense to me to rebuild. So I don't have that on at all. But edit, confirm, I press the touchpad as well, and the reset is R1. And as you can see, I have crouch unbound, which is normally R3, and the reason is because sometimes in those tough situations you accidentally press the crouch button when you add it in, it just messes me up, so I don't even have it on anymore. It works best for me. And my dead zones. Now look, people want to know your dead zones, it baffles me. If you know anything about dead zones, this is for your controller. I'm gonna teach you guys something real quick. This has nothing to do with freaking phase sway or somebody else's Shaw. This is your controller. You want to put these things down to 0, right? You want to put both of them down to the lowest setting possible. Then you want to move your controller over a certain way, like you would go, say we're in creative, you want to move your controller over and see if your controller keeps moving. Then you want to keep adjusting this until your controller no longer moves. So your character should not be moving anymore. That side I will go all the way down, and then like if I got into creative right now, I'm gonna have drift because I know that my left and my right are wearing. So let's go ahead and apply that, and I'll so look, alright, I'm not touching my controller at all. I'm not touching it, and it was just moving. So let's look around a little bit. Look, you see? She's moving by herself. I'm not touching the controller. So if I go back to settings and I go to right here, let's turn it up a few notches. Go back to 16 on both. Let's jump around, look like crazy, and set the controller down. Now it's behaving, but like I said, this just feels better for me. I know there's absolutely no drift at 16. And yeah, alright guys, that's all I have for you. Hope you guys learned something. If you did, leave a like, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Phantomvista out.